You have 15 seconds to solve this problem. Do you count directly or use this method instead? Here's how I would solve it. Take the total, you find the total, you see all the possible combinations, you multiply all of these together to get 9,000 for your total. You have the unwanted values, you multiply everything together, and you subtract 1, subtract 2, subtract 3, take everything, multiply everything together, get 4536. Remember this, 9,000 minus 4536 to get your answer 4464. Now, let's slow down and see how this actually works. For that, you need to understand complementary counting for 4-digit numbers. How many 4-digit numbers have at least one repeating digit? Let's go back to this problem. So, as before, we could just use brute force and try and find everything. You could try and find every single combination, as in this and this are equal, this and this are the same, this and this are the same, this and this are the same, and so on. Or, of course, you could use complementary counting, as we discussed before, where to get the answer, you take the total and subtract the unwanted value. So let's use complementary counting, which we learned before, to try and solve this problem. So first, we will need the total, which is every single 4-digit number. So let's try and check every single possibility. For the thousands place, the possibility would be at the numbers from 1 through 9, because if it was 0, then it would be a 3-digit number. And for the hundreds, it would be 0 through 9, because it can be anything. For the tens, it would be 0 through 9 again, because it can be anything. And for the ones, it would also be 0 through 9. So let's try and find all the possibilities. So it's 9, 10, 10, and 10. So we multiply everything together to find how many 4-digit numbers there are, which is 9,000. Now, for our unwanted values, we do the same thing again. We try and find all of the possibilities. For thousands, it would be 1 through 9. For the hundreds, it would be 0 through 9, except it can't repeat the thousands, because remember, it's the unwanted values, which means no repeating digits. So it can't repeat, so we subtract 1. For the tens, it can't repeat these two, so we subtract 2. And for the ones, it can't repeat any of these, so it's minus 3. So if we add all of these together, we get 9, 9, 8, and 7, accounting for these. We multiply everything together, we get 4,536. Now, let's put complementary counting into practice now. And subtract 4,536 from 900 to get our answer. So let's plug it into the formula here, and we get 4,464. And that's our answer. So before you leave, I have one extra problem for you all. How many 4-digit numbers have at least one repeating digit and are even? This part at the end is a little extra for you to get a little challenge. So if you have any questions, write them down in the comments. Thank you for watching.